Since my pierogi dough came out okay, I'm gonna give bread a shot. This is only the second time I tried to make bread. First time I did it in a slow cooker. Came out okay. It was a little thick. So we'll see how I can do with this here. Okay, I got everything measured out. That's a cup of warm water. I've got 1 teaspoon of instant yeast. I've got a half a teaspoon of salt. And I'm actually going to mix in some dill with this bread. So now it's time to add the water, mix up the dough, and then start kneading. So probably the next time you'll see this, I'll have a ball of dough. So there's my ball of dough. I've got a slightly greased bowl that I'm going to flip the dough over so that it's oiled up. And then I'm going to cover it. And we'll see what happens next. It's supposed to rise and get bigger. I'm going to give it some time to do that. Sure enough, my dough doubled in size. Now it's time to punch it down a little bit and form it into a bread loaf. I punched down my dough. I wrapped it. I'm going to put it in the fridge and I'm going to bake it in the morning. My dough rose again while it was in the fridge overnight. I'm going to unwrap this, punch it down again, and shape it. My loaf is formed. I'm going to let it rise for another 45 minutes, and then it'll be time to get it in the oven. Here's the loaf after another 45 minutes of rising. My oven's preheating right now. I'm going to transfer it to my Field Expedient baking stone and then get it in the oven. Okay, the oven is preheated. I've got this on my makeshift baking stone. I brushed the top of the loaf with a little cold water as it suggests, and it's going in the oven. Let's see what happens. Here's my loaf of bread out of the oven. I'm supposed to let it cool for 30 minutes on a rack, on a cooling rack. I don't have a cooling rack currently, so I just used the top rack out of my oven. I can't wait to cut into this and see how it turned out. Here it is cooled and ready to slice. Gonna cut a piece and put some butter on it and see how it came out. And there it is sliced. I think it came out pretty good. It's got a nice nice crust and pretty decent bread in the center. I'm really happy with how it turned out. The best part of bread fresh out of the oven is that you don't need to heat it or toast it to melt the butter. And like I said, crust has got a nice little spring to it. Taste test now. Yeah. Oh my. Thanks for watching.